Okay, so we're going to talk about an argument, and an argument is the sequence of statements that's going to have premises and then a conclusion. So the premises are before the therefore, and the conclusion is therefore. All right, so when is an argument valid? If when the premises are true, I need to check that the conclusion is true. If the premises aren't true, it doesn't really matter if the conclusion is true. All right, let's determine if this is valid. So if P then Q, then the next criteria is if P, therefore Q. So this is what I would call a premise. This is a premise, and then this is the conclusion, right? Okay, so I need to check when these two premises are true, do I get a true conclusion? So I need to make up a truth table for this. So let's do it. So here's P, and here's Q. So it's just two letters, right? So true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Okay, so let me make up my conditional. So this is true, false, true, true. And then I'm just going to put P again here, just so I can see it quickly and easily. Have it over here, and then I've got my conclusion, Q. So I'm just going to write it again. And I'm going to want you to do this. I don't want you to put arrows on things. Okay, so I want you to label the premise. So you can put a P underneath. This is a premise, so put a P under here, right? This is the conclusion. Okay, so I need to check for any row, so I'll call it a critical row, when the two premises are true. So let's go look through the premise. These two premises are true. So that makes this a critical row. Critical row. And do these two premises give me a true conclusion? Yes, they do. So I'm happy. So far it looks like the argument is valid. So do I have any other situations where the two premises are true? I do not. So the one critical row, sorry, that's so messy. Critical row. The one critical row gives me a conclusion that therefore this argument is valid. So I don't look at these rows because I'm looking for when the premises are true. Okay, so let's go do another one. So if P then Q is a premise, if Q then P is a premise, and then this is my conclusion, right? All right. Oh my goodness, the ice cream man. Sometimes he just parks in front of my building and I really don't want to have you listen to this the whole time, so I'll pause for a moment. Okay, so let's make up our truth table. So here's P, and then there's Q. All right, so true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Let's make up my conditional column. True, false, true, true, and my other conditional column, if Q then P. True, it's vacuously true, that's the one that's false, and that's vacuously true. All right, now P or Q. So if one of them is true, I get a true, that's a true, that's a true, and that's a false. Okay, so let's label my premise. So I'm going to want you to do this. Label the premise, and the conclusion. So again, I'm only looking for the critical row where both of the premises are true, or if there's more than two premises, if the premises are true. So this is a critical row, and this is a critical row. So these are the two. Okay, so true premises gives me a true conclusion. That's all good, right? These two true premise gives me a false conclusion. So that is not good. So this row right here, so these are called critical rows, right? Of the two critical rows, it's this row right here that says the argument is not valid.